So here we will start with the first unit, that is cells, and the first lesson, the characteristic of cells. When I come to characteristic of cell, let me open your book and show you first. Okay, so this is the first page of your first page. Inshallah, when you are back, I will be showing you the microscope and how you can see. Now, the characteristic of cells I need to go to. Now, in this lesson, what is my main objective? My main objective of the lesson is that you should be able to explain the components of the scientific theory. The scientific theory of cells. You must be able to explain scientific theory of cells. Now, yesterday, I was discussing about the vocabulary terms and some of the science. Do you remember the name of the scientist who actually discovered the cell first? There were many scientists, but he was the first scientist who was into it. What was the name, girls? It was? Anyone? Wateen, Leen, Malak? Leen, you were not there. Malak, you were there listening to me. Anyone? His name was Robert. Okay, anyways. People communicate to others through talking, singing, body language, and other methods. Inside your body, cells communicate too. Like how we communicate to each other, even our body cells, they communicate to each other. Brain cells, like the ones shown here, what you can see, these are like brain cells. They control balance, posture, and muscle coordination. So similarly, even our body have many cells that interact with each other. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So first question, let me ask. It's like you will read it. Watheen, this is just like the starting of the lesson. I want you to read and answer me. The first, it's true or false. The first one. All? Yes, Watheen?
Yeah.
Read the first one and answer me.
All living things are made up of one or more cells.
Living things have one or more cells. True or false?
True.
Very good. It has to be true.
True.
Because I told you that living cells, when I say, it has to have that, what do you call as, now. Just write lesson name on a paper. Just write lesson name on the paper, the characteristic of cell, and write the page number. I'll tell you the page number. Write page number 5, characteristic of cell, lesson 1, and write down the answers, girls, so that when it comes, when the book comes, you'll copy it quickly from the paper. Or leave it, khalas, I will manage that, girls. Leave that. If you don't want to write, it's okay. We'll just interact today. Malak, next question for you.
Rocks are made up of cells.
True.
False.
False, yes. Why?
False.
Why rocks are not made up of cells?
Because they're not a living creature.
Excellent. It's not a living creature. So what it has atoms. Okay? What is the smallest unit of rock? Atoms. Next, what, Leen?
Yeah.
Can you read the third one?
All cells are the same size.
True or false?
False.
False. They cannot be same size. You have single cell, you have multi-cell, you have animal cell, you have plant cell. And the last one, again for Wateen, cells
perform life function for living thing.
Very good. Don't put. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. You can do it. No problem. You are not big enough. You will not do. Okay. So here, cell perform life function for living thing. It's true. So you are able to use it, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now next. Later on, when your book comes, you will just draw simple, whatever it comes in your mind. Like example, you remember last time when you saw a cell through microscope, I told you to draw paper like that. You will draw what you like, how you feel the cell is like. Now, coming to the vocabularies. Cell, organism, cell membrane, cytoplasm, organelle, nucleus, prokaryote, and eukaryote. Now here we will be discussing about the definitions of prokaryote and eukaryote. All right, prokaryote means, any idea? Lean, do you have an idea? Prokaryote, what does it mean?
Prokaryote means like
How many cells prokaryote have? Many cells? Or
Miss, can I say?
yes, Malak, you can say.
A single cell.
And eukaryote has more than
Multi-cell.
multicellular. Excellent. This is for first page of the lesson. Now here, when I say cell, you must know, like tomorrow when you're coming to my class, you must say me. If I say what is a cell, you will say smallest functional and structural unit. Even sometimes if you forget later, you will say smallest unit. But why I say functional? Because it's function and structure. Both are included. So what is a cell? A cell is the smallest functional and structural unit of all organisms. You need to know, because as we are going to finish the vocabularies, I will tell you to learn them. You need to understand them and start writing on your, what do you call us? You have your flashcards, right?
yeah.
Can you show me your flashcard, Malak? I think even Lean have shown me. Only Vatin needs to show.
I show you? Okay.
Yes, Malak, can you show me your flashcard if you have now?
Yeah.
So, and tell me, where are you going to write? Yes, Malak. Wait a minute. Vatin, did you write or you forgot?
No.
Okay, will you do it today, Vatin?
Yeah.
Yes. So you need to write at the back side of the cell. Okay, Malak? You need to write at the back of the cell that a cell is the smallest functional and structural unit. You can close your cameras. Vatin, even you can close your camera, no problem. A cell is the smallest functional and structural unit of living organisms. Now, what is an organism? When I say organism, what comes in your mind?
Animals.
Any living thing. When I say any living thing, even I am an organism. Any living thing is an organism. And all the living things are made up of cells. Like humans, human body, we have maybe trillions of cells, millions and trillions of cells. Now,
In one body?
in one body, imagine. In one body, imagine there's so many, because it's very, very tiny here, dear. When those tiny spots, they combine, they become tissue. When the tissue combine, it becomes organ. And when organ combine, it becomes Anyone? Cell,
An organ,
tissue, organ,
organism,
organ system. Okay? And then from organ system, it becomes the organism. Like Malak, I have my nerve cell that is in the brain. Then I have nervous tissue. Then I have brain, nervous tissue combined to become brain. Then brain combined with spinal cord and other organs to become one system, like that. Mouth, your esophagus, your stomach, all this is digestive system. You remember last year I taught you?
yeah,
They were different organs that combine to form system. Anyways, who is the first person who described the cell? What is his name here? Please read it out.
Robert Hooke.
Robert Hooke. Don't forget, girls. Don't forget, Robert Hooke was the first person to describe the cell. And which year? 1665. His name is important, girls. Robert Hooke, mostly entrance exam, or if you're writing your benchmark science test, they will ask you, who is the first person who discovered cell? So what are you gonna remember? Robert Hooke. One day he looked at the thin slice of cork from the bark of a cork tree. He took a bark from a tree and he was staring at that. The cork looked as if it was made of little boxes. When he said, like example, even my hand, if you see your hand, girls, very carefully see your hands, the skin. Don't you see those tiny boxes or tiny, very, very tiny, like these shape, like this shape, something like this, see, on your hand, you see something like this.
Yeah,
These are tissues, something like this. Am I right?
yeah,
If you carefully see, you have layers. So those are tissues which were from cell. Anyways, come back here. The cock looked that if it was made of little boxes, who can name these boxes cells, which means little rooms in Latin? He told them as cells, that means little room in Latin. It's a Latin word, okay? It means little room. Now here, they have shown you a plant cell, and they have shown you a human cell, and then they have shown you a bacterial cell. They said plant cell is very, very tiny, 10 milliliter, 10 mu m to 100 mu m. And here cell is about 10 to again 50. And then bacterial cells are 1,000 times smaller. Bacterial, it's more smaller, very, very, very small. It's like 1,000 times smaller than human cell. Imagine, 1,000 times. Okay. Now, Mendicus.